Leute, kurz zur Folge von Doki Doki Blue Skies Mod. Letzte Folge hatten wir das Treffen zwischen Juri und unserer Mutter. Wirklich jetzt. Unsere Mutter hat uns überrascht, sind wir wieder zurück von der Arbeit. Und wir haben halt ein bisschen mit ihr Zeit verbracht und auch gelernt mit Juri und einen relativ schnellen Schultag gehabt. Aber wir haben jetzt die finalen Examen, die anstehen und alles so. Und jetzt sind wir wieder in der Schule und seitdem sind auch ein paar Tage vergangen. Und ich würde sagen, wir treten nicht wieder zu viel und legen direkt los. Also, it's been a few days since Mom and Yuri met in person. I've been on cloud 9 ever since. Oh, entschuldigt. It's amazing how happiness and bliss can literally transport you to another world. And with the ring of the bell signaling the end of the final lesson of the day, I eagerly jumped to my feet. If White Day is upon us, and I wanted to give you my gift ever since I woke up. I make my way over to Yuri's classroom after I take out my gift. It's not quite as fancy as the chocolate she gave me, but I'm hoping she'll appreciate the thought all the same. Eventually, I spot a throng of students emerging from her classroom. With a smile and a wave, she makes her way over to me. Reaching out, I gently clasp her hand in mine, which predictably causes her to blush. Given it's White Day, I'm feeling a little more daring. I've waited all day to give you these. I'm practically bouncing my feet. She giggles slightly, covering her mouth with her hand. My, someone is rather excited. She takes the gift back from my hands, her smile grows wider and more heartfelt. I didn't want to give you these at lunch. Kind of felt like the world would be better if I waited until the end of the day, you know? Oh well, they do say that good things come to those who wait. Oh my Cosma, this looks incredible. Inside is the White Day cake I picked out for her. The cake was Mom's idea, and given its elegant design, oh my god, it definitely was not complaining. She was convinced that you would love it, and based on Yuri's reaction, it's safe to say that moderately instincts are pretty accurate. Thank you. I really appreciate this. But you don't have to get this from me, silly. Just I don't appreciate your gift. Oh, I know I didn't have to, but I wanted to. I leaned forward and planted a kiss directly on her lips. Her eyes widen as I quickly pull away, grinning. Oh, you do know how to fluster me, don't you? That I do. Happy White Day, Yuri. The red blush on Yuri's cheeks made the wait 100% worth it. Come on, exam revision can't wait for the one evening. Spend the rest of the day with me? How could I say no? After swinging the door open, I called out for Mom. Mom? No reply. Huh, she out? There's no here, Kazuma. It says she's gone out to town to see some friends. She'll be back later in the evening, and that you should call her if there's anything we need. So, we're home alone? Yes, it would seem that way. What should we do? Well... She starts fidgeting. Why has it suddenly got really awkward? Oh, I really need to think about things before I speak. I didn't mean... it's okay. Would you like to make a bento box with me? If I recall, you seemed to really enjoy my bento when we shared with Natsuki. Well, if that's the topic changed, I eagerly jump at her suggestion. Yeah, sounds good. Mom did a lot of food shopping yesterday, and she made bento box before, so I'm fairly sure she has the ingredients. What are you thinking of putting in it? We should decide that once we see what the ingredients we have at our disposal. Ah yeah, good point. We started rummaging through the cabinets, well, more like I rummaged. Yuri looks a little hesitant and clearly unsure of it's her place to be rifling through my kitchen. Do you have anything in mind? Mine are usually quite simple. Rice and noodles, some kind of protein and cooked vegetables. Standard home cooking affair, you know? But given that it's White Day, how about we cook something a bit more extravagant for it? What are you thinking? Do you know how to make sushi? No, but I'm willing to try for the end result. Alright then, we could make some other side dishes using vegetables like soybeans too. For the sushi itself, fish would do nicely, but if we don't have any, we can make do with an alternative. I dug my head off the fridge and turned to Yuri with a bemused expression on my face. You can look with me, you know. It's your house as much as it's mine. Right, of course. With her help, we're quickly able to identify appropriate ingredients and soon begin preparing the meal. Okay, so after you finish chopping all that, you add it to the water in the pot and turn up the heat until it's boiling, and turn it back down to medium. Don't forget to add the seasonings to the water too. And I have to chop all of these vegetables, right? Yes, the lotus root, carrots, white radish, and mushrooms. Obviously, you don't have to chop the soybeans and konobu. Got it. In the meantime, I'll get started on the rice. We both get to work, and soon the smells of a delicious meal starts wafting through the kitchen. Thankfully, the meal isn't particularly difficult to prepare, so we're able to talk about other things while we're preparing it. I don't think Mom would believe her eyes if she saw what I was doing right now. The cooking? Yeah, but not just that. I don't think she ever have expected my first girlfriend would have taught me to make delicious meal like this. First girlfriend? Oh! Sorry, I didn't mean like... Oh, way to go, Kazuma. The sun is proving to be excruciatingly awkward. Oh, it was just a stupid choice of words. Anyway, I guess it's a present surprise for her. I've always been a lazy cook, if you could even call me a cook. Well, there's no better time to learn than a present. Another voice bit of insight from you. Not slightly, but I can tell that it was just that is still playing on her mind. Did I really messed up that body? I wasn't there to say that we wouldn't last. Either way, I'm really not a fan of how quiet she suddenly become. But hey, at least mom really likes you, at least. Do you think your parents would have liked me? Kazuma, would you mind spooning the cooked rice in the bowl? Sure thing. I do as you request, awaiting her next command. Next, you want to stir together the rice vinegar and the sugar until it is dissolved. Then mix it into the cooled rice. And done. Okay, now I'll deal with the nori sheet. It starts with sushi preparations, the delicacy and precision in every movement. Yes, I certainly think they would have approved of you, Kazuma. Although I think they may have been a little surprised. I don't expect my boyfriend to be more of a reader, at least before we started dating. I remember my father used to joke that boys may break your heart, but books will always be there for you. That little quip always makes me smile. Is that the kind of humor you like? None of my parents were sarcastic, so sarcasm as well quickly lost on me, as I'm sure you've noticed. Surprised you're dating me then. You know how sucky I can be. Funny enough, it's actually one of the things I appreciate about you the most. Huh? Really? But you said you don't really get sarcasm. I didn't, at least initially, but being around you has given me more of an insight into a new style of humor, which I enjoy. Much like with literature, there's variety in humor. You have a knack for making me laugh, don't forget. I'm glad that my comedy genius has finally been recognized. See what I mean? Anyway, I think we're ready to mix the mackerel with the mayonnaise and spring onion. We're gonna use black pepper for seasoning, right? Yes we are. You're learning quickly. Happens when you learn for the best. As if they planned another kiss, this time near his forehead. I don't know why I'm feeling especially affectionate today. Must be my day, but damn is it enjoyable. An hour later, we both dig into a meal. It's a shame Mom wasn't around to see us making a dish together. Maybe then she'd believe me. Is it just me or does food taste a lot better when you made it yourself? Oh, most definitely. It's something I've come to appreciate. Maybe I could teach Zoe one day. Her diet is probably worse than mine. Speaking of Zoe, what did you two get up to? Oh, and that one day where we hung out? You nuts. Went down memory lane, I guess. Both figuratively. Oh my god. Figuratively. We went to the park where we first met, talked about life, I guess. I'm glad I got to apologize to her, though. The guilt has been hanging over me for some time. Assumes she was rather forgiving? Oh yeah, of course. Told me not to worry about abandoning her, and that's a given that I spend more time with you. She was happy that I'm back in her life, and she gets to see me in school and stuff. Hearing her words help, but I don't know, I still feel a little guilty. It's completely normal, Kazuma. The most important thing to remember is that she doesn't hold anything against you, and that you two are still good friends. It's plenty of time to be able to spend time with her again. After all, you both enjoyed each other's company, did you not? Yeah, we did. Even though our friendship isn't exactly the same as it used to be, we were still able to get along like nothing had really happened. A playful teasing, the shared nostalgia. She really makes you happy, doesn't she? I not. I don't think I'll ever meet anyone with such a strong, carefree, bubbly persona. You always do look exuberant around her. Eh? Do I? Yes, you do. Perhaps it's buried in your subconscious. But I guess I do have fun hanging out with her. It's nice to be around someone who doesn't take things that seriously. Like, I can just chill with her and joke about random stuff. She's gotten really good at being able to cheer me up too. I see. I mean, how can someone who's always smiling not cheer you up? It probably activates neurons or something. The way Siri's laugh can be so infectious. You get what I mean? Yeah. Where is this sudden dramatic tension coming from? Du redest die ganze Zeit ein bisschen zu positiv für ein anderes Mädchen, deswegen. Is everything okay? You seem kinda off. Usually, Kazuma, you're usually quite in tune with others' feelings, but sometimes you can be extremely dense. Jeez, I never claimed that I could read people's minds. Anyway, what's with this sudden change in tone? I thought we were having a great time cooking. You always grin so broadly when you're with Zoe. Is she even listening to me? Like I said before, if I do, I don't notice it. Well, even if you don't notice it, other people can. If you contrast it with how you acted about me, there's a marked difference. A marked difference? Well, off the top of my head, I kiss in color with you. That's something I shouldn't be doing with other people, right? I would try to pull you into a hug, but she shies away from me. Yuri? You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? I suppose it's so ingrained in you that you wouldn't notice unless I wrote about said it. If I'm supposedly distant, feel free to enlighten me on the matter. I know that I shouldn't be getting sarcastic with her, but I can't help feeling more and more irritated as this conversation continues. You always look your happiest when you're with Yuri. Even when you just talk about her, think about your past with her. Well, I don't know about happiest, but she's my childhood friend. It's natural to feel happy when I think about someone I've known for years and years, isn't it? It's just as I suspected. Huh? She makes you happy than I do, doesn't she? What? My mind is spinning. How did we get from making food together and sharing kisses to this? Yuri, we spoke about this. Where's this coming from? She doesn't reply, instead opting to fiddle with her sleeves. Come on, Yuri, talk to me. We spoke about this before, then why don't you understand why I'm upset? Just because you know why you're upset doesn't mean that I know. Can you just tell me what's wrong? I don't understand how you can analyze Spark so extensively, but remain blind when it comes to things like this. I really don't want to play the blame game, but... Look, I think I get that you might be feeling jealous. I mean, you just specifically compared yourself to her. But I don't get why you're suddenly this upset with been having such a nice time. You realize that you were talking at length about how you feel about Sayori, and on a white day night, no less. You started a conversation about her, though. I was immediately curious about what you did with her in the beginning, but I didn't mean for it to spawn an entire conversation about how you felt about Sayori. After a while, I was only engaged in conversation with you to be polite. I didn't want to just ignore what you said about her. I suppose it was too much to expect you to be more tactful about it. Again, I'm not a mind reader. How am I supposed to know when you're upset when you really explicitly express it? Why can't you just tell me things? I'm guessing that you don't have these kind of arguments with Sayori. Of course not, because I'm not dating her. Are you sure this is just about jealousy? I thought that you said you weren't jealous of my hanging out with Sayori before. Didn't you say that you were only jealous of her personality, not a close relationship itself? Yes, I did. Then is there something more that you're upset about? If you have a problem, just tell me. Stop beating around the bush. I'll never get to what you want to say. You know how difficult it is for me to tell how I'm feeling? I spent the past decade or so of my life suppressing my... suppressing my outwardly shown emotions. But you can try, can't you? This is me trying, Kazuma. I just communicate more subtly. Okay, how about you try communicating unsubtly then? You don't get it. The difficult I have when speaking about these things, it's almost as there's something physically blocking my throat. Kendish. That's just your own thoughts in your head making you feel that way though, right? Just get it over with and blurt out your inner thoughts like ripping off a Band-Aid. Das geht nicht so einfach. Definitiv nicht. I know you can do it, Yuri. With all due respect, Kazuma, I didn't even tell you about my self-harm of my own accord. It was purely by accident that you found out. Even so, it felt better after you talked to me about it, right? Yes, but... Just tell me what's bothering you. I can't help you if I don't know what's going on. She doesn't reply. The sudden strange silence feels more uncomfortable by the second. Yuri. I sigh inwardly. I hate apologizing for things that aren't my fault. I'm sorry, okay. I know how you feel, so... No, you don't. How can you possibly know what this feels like, Kazuma? Do you constantly consider yourself an embarrassment? Do you know how it feels to have people feel nothing but pity towards you? To have people see you as a freak? Well, no, but... That's precisely my point. Alright. Jeez, I get it. Just because I don't have those specific problems, it doesn't mean I don't have my own ones to deal with, you know? Everyone around us has their own demons, so stop acting like it's only you. I wince as soon as the words leave my mouth. They sound a lot less harsh in my head. look of deep hurt on Yuri's face prompts me to quickly try and undo the damage that's been unleashed. I really rub my forehead with my hands. It's just really frustrating being told that my problems don't matter, you know? That's not what I said. Like, how would you feel if I did this stuff? Refused to talk to you about any negativity I was feeling towards you and, well, cut myself. I feel like I deserve it. But did you just really say that? I expected her to get angry and lash out, not provide such a self-deprecating remark. Deserve? Let's be honest, Kazuma. I'm an awful girlfriend. I have to force myself not to roll my eyes aside in exploration. Yuri sizes my silence and carries on with a deprecative tirade. I hide things from you. You're always doing nice things for me, Kazuma. What thoughtful things have I done for you, Kazuma? She doesn't even let me answer as she forcefully carries on. You organized a lovely day out for Valentine's, and I couldn't even return the favor for White Day. Here we are, acting like just any other day, all because I couldn't even organize something romantic for us. It's another pathetic trait of me that I'll never be able to shake, no matter how much I will it away. Her breathing is going fast and fast, and her tone has become more and more venomous. The fear of being unable to reach her while she stands in front of me is unbelievably demoralizing. I'm trying to be the perfect girlfriend for you. I really am. I thought that by making love to you, that would help. After all, it seems like that's the only thing I can provide you. Wait. What? Back up a second there, Yuri. What exactly do you mean by that? Please don't tell me that you felt like you had to have sex with me. Oh, no. She doesn't even need to say nod or say yes. The silence is just a stem in confronting my fear. I thought it was what I had to do. You said you wanted to. I wanted to please you. I run my hands through my face. It feels like everything that was going so well mere moments ago is suddenly being flipped on its head. No. Yuri, you don't have to be perfect. Why didn't you just say something? If you weren't comfortable, that's all you had to say. But of course it isn't as easy for her, is it? Definitiv eine Sache, letztes Jahr schon gesagt, definitiv wie gesagt, lasst euch nicht dazu zwingen. Ihr müsst nicht euch aufzwingen, jemanden zu pleasen. Jetzt nicht mal auf sexueller Ebene, auch auf freundschaftlicher Ehe oder freundlicher Ebene oder respektvoller Ebene. Ihr müsst auch immer auf euch aber aufpassen. Und links ist das, den ich auch immer gerne sage, ist, Sex ist eine Zwei-Personen-Sache. Das heißt, die zwei Personen gehen das ein. Und Yuri ist das nicht wirklich eingegangen, sondern war so, ja, aber halt, um einfach ihren Partner bzw. Kazuma zu teasen. Ah Gott, ich sehe es nicht gut, dass wir diese Konversation wahrscheinlich relativ viel Stille für die nächsten Tage zwischen uns. But of course, it isn't that easy for her, is it? I'm sorry, I know I should have said something. I don't know what to say. My mind is still trying to process what I'm hearing. Things really haven't been going as well as I thought they were. With my friends in my hands, I hear you get up and walk away from me. Wait, where are you going? I need the bathroom. Instantly my mind flashes back the last time I saw her in the bathroom. The razor, the gas of pain, the vicious jagged cuts in her forearms. The very moment that she's clutching right now. Yuri! Don't! I can't help it. Yuri runs from the room, always starting to push up her sleeves. In a panic I follow, even just from the glimpses I catch from behind her, I'm off on the side and I wish I didn't have to see. A crisscross of gashes, each in a different state of healing. Although most look scalped over, a few smaller ones look a little more fresh, as I just can make out little specks of blood leaking from the wound. It's heartbreaking to see. I grab her shoulder when I catch up to her and stop her in her tracks. To my surprise, however, Yuri began scratching at her wrist, an action which scratches me off guard, as I was expecting her to pull out a blade of some sort. This is the first time I actually seen her in the act, and it's a sight I never ever seen before. She positively whips and tears at her arm, making her nails down her skin and leaving angry red streaks in her wake. Dark red dots of blood spot her scratch marks. They were a physical nature for this, but scratching frightens me. It's almost as though she's trying to destroy all the progress she's put into healing just to leave ugly reminders of her flaws behind. Ugly. This is the first time I've associated that word with Yuri. But no amount of bleeding that her scars are beautiful would change the fact that they're frankly the opposite. I was struck by the pang of guilt at that thought. Should I be thinking about self-harm like this? But I shouldn't like I'm blind to discuss, right? Either way, that's all of it in the moment. I've got to concentrate on Yuri. What are you doing? She doesn't reply, instead opening to tear away scraps of her fingernails. Yuri! What? What are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? There's a sharp, biting edge to her tone. You're... Did you think cutting was the only way you could self-harm? Yeah? Yuri, please. Please just stop. In desperation, I reach out to grab her arm. However, she quickly wrenches it out of my grip as she jumps aside. Scratching continues more furiously than ever. All of my instincts are screaming at me to intervene, but every time I step closer, she shies away. As the scratching carries on, the expression of her face slowly grows more relaxed. It's often knowing that the only thing causing her to relax is the pain she's inflicting onto herself. Eventually, the scratching comes to an end. The slow trickle of blood down her wrist matches the slow trickle of tears down her face. My brain is trying to process that, just witness Yuri self-harming. Needless to say, it's not doing a very good job. Silence falls between us. What am I even meant to say? I told you I was a freak. We have to get you some help with this, Yuri. This really can't carry on. Use notes at my statement. What? Do you think I don't know that it's bad? If you know it, then why do you keep doing this? Is this going to happen every time we have an argument? I can't help but feel anger as those two words resound from my head. Why not? How would you even know? You haven't even tried. This could have been avoided if I just do what, Kazuma? Therapy isn't just some miracle fairy tale fix. I already told you that's just not that easy for me, yet you seem to continually forget that in yourself are just lectures. Lectures? Wait, that's what you think these are? I mean, how would you like if I cut and scratch myself bloody? How would you like if I turned my arms into an ugly mess? Silence. I didn't realize I was breathing heavily until now. And most of all, that look on Yuri's face tells me that for the first time tonight, I might have crossed the line. Wordlessly, she quickly yanks the sleeve down and pushes past me. With heartbreaking realization, I quickly see that fresh tears are now leaking down her face once more. Yuri... I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I desperately reach out for her once again, but she swirls around at me my touch, wearing an expression that honestly terrifies me. I don't want to hear it. Her expression, the line, delivery, the tone. Out of her reflex, I shrink back. She storms out of the corridor. Distantly, I can hear her making her way out of my house. The slam of the door makes me wince. And so, I'm left standing here, still trying to figure out what just happened. As I make my way back to the kitchen, bits of pieces of arguments flashing through my mind. My foot's still on the table. If you just walk into the house, you would never suspect that such a scene had taken place just moments before. What looked like warm, delicious food before now appears slimy and cold to me. As I slump down in a chair, I can't help but worry about what Yuri going to do when she gets back home. I should have gone after her. I should have done everything but let her go. Well, I say that, but in reality I know that I couldn't have done much. What was I supposed to do? Imprison her in my house? Physically restrain her until her impulses abated? If I'd done that, I don't know if she would ever forgive me. I don't want to out her to anyone else without her permission, so I don't think I should tell her friends or my mom. Would calling the police be an overreaction? If she were contemplating suicide, I would call, but... Didn't she say long ago that she specifically wasn't suicidal? Should I trust her words and leave her be? We just established that she doesn't necessarily tell me everything, though. Ich werde mal saven. Also wir machen noch weiter, natürlich. Aber ich save, weil ich habe irgendwie Gefühl, dass gleich eine Entscheidung kommt, deswegen. Und die könnte wahrscheinlich relativ essentiell sein für das Ending. Should I trust the words and leave her be? We just established that she doesn't necessarily tell me everything, though. It doesn't... Oh mein Gott, meine Haare. Ah! Oh! Das war das Nervensystem. Au! Also... that doesn't mean she lied to me, though, right? With a sudden rush of adrenaline, I whip out my phone and call Yuri. Please pick up. The dial tone seems to mock me as it endlessly rings. No answer. Shit! Try again and again. There's still no answer. Feeling a bit of despair settling in my stomach, I hope to leave a pleading voicemail in the end. Well, it was foolish to expect a reply, wasn't it? Unable to bear the sight of a white day dinner any longer, I stormed into the living room, slumped down onto the sofa. Although I know well that it's a pointless endeavor, I still reach for the TV remote and flick the television on, desperate for something to try and take my mind off tonight's events. I can almost sense the restless night coming up. God damn it. Just when I thought life was getting good. I really went and jinxed it, didn't I? I just hope you and I can talk things over soon. Okay, ich hatte jetzt noch erwartet, weil die Mutter hat ja gesagt, sie würde spät zurückkommen und dass sie vielleicht dann eben jetzt zurückkommt und mit ihr werden ein bisschen sprechen, aber anscheinend nicht. Okay. I wake up with a start. Soll ich hier weitermachen oder nicht? Das ist die Frage. So, ich würde sagen, wir beenden die Folge dann hier. Wir werden dann nächste Folge schauen, wie es weitergeht. Ich hoffe natürlich, dass wir uns beruhigen und es besser geht. Aber das werden wir sehen. Und ja. Es war eine etwas krassere Folge wieder. Deswegen bin ich noch froh, dass ich in der letzten Folge diese Warnung am Anfang der Video eingebaut habe. Um eben halt darauf hinzudeuten, weil wir kommen immer mehr halt in krassere Szenen und alles. Netzki war auch schon nicht so schön. Aber da ist noch wenigstens, es wurde nicht so explizit in der Bildart und Weise wenigstens. Also es wurde nicht visuell gezeigt, aber hier sind wir schon etwas direkter da. Und bei Theory wird es dann wahrscheinlich noch krasser werden. Wo ich glaube, bei Theory wird es nur beim Bad Ending wegen einer bestimmten Szene dann wahrscheinlich sein. Oder, ich weiß nicht. Werden wir noch alles sehen. Wir sind ja erstmal bei der Video heute. Aber ja, dann danke fürs Zuschauen. Bis dann beim nächsten Video. Tschö.